Please stand for the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Trish.
Mrs. Brew?
Here.
Mr. Kramer?
Here.
Mr. Manini? Mr. Moraro?
Here.
Mrs. Steigerwald? Here.
Motion we excuse Mr. Menegini.
Or
Moraro, supported. Mr. Kramer?
yes.
Mr. Moraro?
Yes.
Mrs. Steigerwald? Yes. Mrs. Brew?
Yes. Move on to approval of the agenda. There was, sitting in front of you, at the end of the agenda, there is a closed session. Pursuant to Open Meetings Act 15.28 closed session, Section 8 collective bargaining negotiations. So that is added to the change. So with that change, do I have a motion?
Make a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
Support. Mr. Moraro?
Yes.
Mrs. Steigerwald? Yes. Mrs. Brew?
Yes.
Mr. Kramer?
Yes.
Move on to approval of minutes of the regular meeting of June 4th, 2025.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes for the regular meeting of June 4th, 2025 as presented.
Support.
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes.
Mrs. Brew?
Yes?
Mr. Kramer?
Yes.
Mr. Moraro?
Yes.
Move on to approval of manifest 2025-12. Ricky, did you have any questions?
No, I did not.
Brett? Jeff?
None, Madam Mayor.
I had one. Under electric hydro, and since Scott's here, he probably can help me with this one. FDS, troubleshooting and support, what did we need FDS for?
Let's see, which one was this now? We had vibration sensors on unit 4 that were giving us grief, and FDS came down and basically put this on at once.
Okay, so everything is good?
Yeah, it makes sense, yeah.
That was all the questions I have. Do I have a motion on manifest?
I motion we approve manifest number 2025-12 in the amount of $361,760.63.
Support.
Mrs. Brew?
Yes?
Mr. Kramer?
Yes.
Mr. Moraro?
Yes.
Mrs. Steigerwald? Yes.
Any previous manifest questions? Okay. We'll move on to public comment. Anyone in attendance wishing to address the council on any item of interest shall do so now at the podium. State your name and address for the record. Comments shall be limited to 3 minutes per person.
Mary Scope, 402 West US Highway 2. I'm here tonight to let everyone know that we do not have a problem with the projects next door to our property. When we purchased our home 34 years ago, we purchased it knowing full well that there was a building next door. We strongly encourage and invite new businesses to Norway. Decisions and procedures pertaining to zoning regulations are a deep concern. Rules for building should be followed, shortcuts not taken, and procedures skipped. The zoning ordinance was created so conflicts could be avoided and guidelines in place to make changes smooth. The zoning ordinance is not a 218-page book of suggestions, it is a set of enforceable rules. Yet while some individuals in town are quick to hold others accountable, they often overlook the same rules when it comes to their own action. When it applies to one, it should apply to all. In a City of Norway Board of Appeals report written by City Manager Dan Stoltman dated May 19, 2023, the ZBA meeting on a variation request, a question was asked. Will city utilities, future transportation, easement, and/or right-of-way linkages and traffic sightlines be impacted? ZBA agreed utilities should not be an issue. Utilities already exist on the property. I did a FOIA request for a complete cost to the City of Norway for the utility changes that have been made in the last few weeks. These numbers I know are not true because some of the request expenses were not included. The property next door had 2 days of tree cutting. It was $1,023.88. Don't know why the trees were cut when the city had already planned to move the electric service. On our property, the service change for electric cost $1,662.78. The service change for the internet was $76.92, with a total of $2,763.58. Our house was built in 1930. 95 years it has stood in the same place, and yes, it even had utilities. So it makes one wonder why the utilities were fine when the other building was on the lot. Additional concerns have arisen, including incidences of trespassing and unauthorized activity on our property. And on Saturday, May 24th, 2025, approximately 6:58 p.m., our internet went out. We didn't expect it to be repaired since it was a holiday weekend, but on Sunday, May 25th, 2025, a technician came out to fix it, finding the cable cut and the ends reburied. He ran a new overhead cable so that we did not have to worry about it getting cut again. Being a Sunday, this technician is paid double time. The cost to the city was another $185.23. As of right now, with the numbers that I have been given, these changes have cost the city of Norway a total of $2,948.81. And who's to benefit? Thank you.
Thank you, Mary.
Thank you, Mary. Anyone in attendance wishing to address the council on an agenda item only shall do so now at the podium. State your name and address for the record. Comments shall be limited to 3 minutes. Move on to action items.
Madam Mayor, if I may, I'd ask that the city manager provide an explanation at
Yeah.
the next council meeting for Mrs. Skog's questions of the costs and why it happened.
All right, we'll move on to item number 1, energy waste reduction plan, electric department.
I'll probably just turn that right over to Scott and Jesse. They're here to kind of give the presentation of what this is and why we're required to do so.
Thank you. So it's going on 2 years now. The state of Michigan passed a law basically saying that the electric utility shall provide incentives to provide efficiency standards and also prove metrics. So we have to incentivize efficiency savings, but we also have to show 1.5% efficiency year over year. It's very tall order for us to meet. So WPPI has done a tremendous amount of work trying to figure out how do we do this. How do we as an organization, all 7 UP members that are part of WPPI, how do we collectively achieve this goal? So over the last 18 months or so, they put a lot of homework into it, looked at a lot of different options, and tonight we're recommending that we go with Efficiency United for the next 2 years, and we can revisit at that point. And the reason I say it that way is because even though this law is 2 years old, we still don't know all the nuts and bolts that go into it. There's the PSC, the Public Service Commission, is still kind of laying out its guidelines, so we're really not sure. But Efficiency United is a Public Service Commission entity, so if we're in their program, we feel that we're pretty secure enrolling with them. There's a cost associated with it. Right now, it's between 2 and 2.2%, so we're right around $80,000. $80,000 is a really good budgetary number to go with. And with that, there's metrics that have to be kept and met, and Efficiency United will do that on our behalf.
Did we have something like this before? And who were we with?
We were with Efficiency United
Okay.
until that law sunset, correct me, this was just 2020? 21. So we have not been mandated for the last few years to do this. Now, we have done something organically, but it has not been mandated by the state. So this.
Yeah, I know this is different, but did we have a cost to this last year budgeted?
We had about 58,000
Okay.
budgeted. So it's 80,000. It's not an additional 80, but it's 22,000 more than what we had been doing. But with this, so the last 3 years, we haven't had to really report to the state of Michigan as to what we're doing. This, we have to report all kinds of things and show real savings, real energy savings, that's a tall order. Seeing that this program has been in place for, Efficiency United has been around for a long time. What they really focused on was refrigerators, furnaces, freezers, dehumidifiers, low-hanging fruit. And our system at low-hanging fruit's been utilized quite well. So there's not a lot of health anymore. So I think Efficiency United is going to have the work cut out for them getting these rebates out. Jesse can expound upon that any more you got to say about that.
Real quick, what's 1.5% of total retail sales? What's our retail sales for 2024? Is it 12 million? No way, right?
No.
So we're gonna spend, so just so the state understands this, we're gonna spend 80 grand
Yeah.
to save
1.5%.
peanuts,
Yeah.
okay? This is why I fight against big government and state stuff.
Yeah.
They're gonna have our taxpayers pay $80,000 to save maybe $20,000.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This doesn't apply to just electric utilities at all.
No, I've seen that, I've seen that.
It's a huge deal across the state of Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And, just to echo Jeff, it's frustrating.
It is.
It's frustrating, but we don't have a choice.
No.
We don't have a choice.
Yeah, you do. Vote the people out in power.
I got credit to WPPI, they spearheaded this whole thing, and they put, how many man hours you guys had edited this? It's hundreds. Interviewing people and trying to figure out what fits
He gets it.
it.
Yeah.
And WP, it's only the 7 members in the UP that are affected by this. Wisconsin doesn't have this, so.
What, did you talk to, the Michigan Municipal League too? Or
Yeah,
the electrical?
we're all
Working,
talking together.
yeah.
So, Marquette's doing certain things. We talked with Escanaba, we've talked with,
Escanava's decided, Marquette still hasn't signed up for
yeah,
anything.
they actually just reached out to us last week asking what we were doing.
Right, and from what I read in here, it has to be, you gotta accept something by July 1st, right?
Correct. And
That's-
then the contract doesn't start until January 1st, so January 1st for Q2 years.
Okay.
But we have to commit to it now.
The state really wants to know sooner than later so they can get manpower set up and all the systems ready, so they've got 6 months.
Right now, Efficiency United doesn't have the manpower to even do this. So that's why we gotta commit to it early.
So they can
kind
find-
of get schooled up. That way when January 1st hits, they're going with it.
And I totally understand that, but that, like, again, mandated, but no money to help us pay for it.
Absolutely.
I have one question. If the law is for a 1.5% of the retail, it looks like this one we're working on a 2.2 of the annual cost.
So the two different things. That cost is 2.2%, but we have to show a 1.5% reduction in efficiency. So our increase in efficiency, I guess we should put it.
So they're two different numbers.
They're two different numbers, yeah. But, and that 1.5% is year after year after year, so it is not easy. 1.5% efficiency is a tremendous number,
Yeah.
so.
Previously, it was 2% revenues and 1% of goals, so they both increased with this new legislation.
Thank you.
By the way, just so our taxpayers know, this $80,000 is what we had estimated for our test wells that they're mandating us to drill. We did not spend it once, but twice.
What's the incentive? Is there any incentive by the state?
No, so the incentive is provided by this program. So when a customer buys an appliance, they can get an incentive to help pay for that appliance, and then Efficiency United records that there's been a kilowatt hour savings, and that's how we achieve our savings, our energy efficiency savings. So the incentive to our customers is coming from this self-fund program.
So there's customer incentive.
There's customer incentives, correct?
Just to clarify that,
Yes.
right? There is an incentive there, and to your point, Jeff, I'm not arguing with you, right? But there is a little bit of an incentive to our customers.
Is it? You mean the same customer paying you 80 grand to get it done?
Right.
Not disagreeing with that.
All right.
Like I said, there is an incentive there.
It's a self-funded
let the state know we're already pretty green, so they ain't gotta keep chasing that animal with Norway.
Yeah.
Maybe the ones that are burning gas and coal and stuff, they can chase that one.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So this will cover our rebates for the new appliances and stuff like that, different. Is it gonna be like the same?
We don't have control of that.
Okay,
We've
that's
done-
fine.
The state will determine what they want to offer.
Okay,
So because we don't know how this is all gonna work yet, we've kind of felt that Efficiency United is the way to go because it's the state program. And as they're kind of molding this thing, we're just a part of it. If we try to do this on our own, I don't know what it would look like. So we have 2 years to digest this. In 2 years, we can look back at it and say, this was a success, this was a failure, and we can revisit it then.
If you don't meet their challenging goals, that could be possible to meet. There could be penalties at the end of the day.
Yeah, well.
They won't say what they are, but that's kind of the carrot at the end of the stick.
right.
Because that was an option we talked about. Had we known, hypothetically, the penalty for not meeting it costs you $20,000, great, we're just not gonna do it. Then it only costs us 20 grand. We don't know what that is. So we can't assume that risk, we just gotta be a part of this.
Has WPBI seen anything like this before anywhere from any other states? Wisconsin? No. So was this something where there could be lawsuits brought against the state?
There's been talks about it, but nothing officially done to this point yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's been enacted for 2 years. It's not like it's new, it's just getting going now.
Do I have a motion?
I make a motion to approve the energy waste reduction plan utilizing Efficiency United for the next 2 years. Contract beginning January 2026.
And what was the price?
Oh, for
Not to-
no more than 80,000 per year.
Is that what you want me to
It's
do?
more than 80,000 a year.
You can do a percentage, 2.2%.
Okay, do I need to say the whole thing again?
No.
So for no more than 2.2% of annual revenue.
Perfect.
Support.
Mr. Kramer?
Yes.
Mr. Morado?
Hell no.
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes?
Mrs. Blue?
Yes. Don't like it, but gotta stay in compliance. Item number 2, resolution 2025-08, fiscal year 2025-26 operating capital improvements budget. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion to approve resolution 2025-08 as presented.
Support.
Mr. Morado?
Yes.
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes?
Mrs. Blue?
Yes.
Mr. Kramer?
Yes.
Item number 3, resolution 2025-09, general appropriation act. Do I have a motion?
Yes, I motion that $3,102,050 of the total available be appropriate in the general fund is hereby appointed in the amount and for the purpose set forth below.
Support?
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes?
Mrs. Blue?
Yes?
Mr. Kramer?
Yes.
Mr. Morado?
Yes. That's what you wanted, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's fine. Item number 4, resolution 2025-10, major street to local street fund transfer. Do I have a motion?
Motion resolution 2025-10, Major Street to local fund transfer be approved.
Support.
Mrs. Blue?
Yes.
Mr. Kramer?
Yes.
Mr. Morado?
Yes.
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes?
Item number 5, resolution 2025-11, pay rate for non-union employees for the 2025-26 year. Do I have a motion?
I motion resolution 2025-11, pay rate for non-union employees for fiscal year 2025-26 be approved.
Yes.
Mr. Moraro?
Yes.
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes.
Mrs. Brew?
Yes. Item number 6, Resolution 2025-12, General Utility Service Rate Resolution for the 2025-26 year.
Which one is first?
I make a motion to
Huh?
approve.
Includes the mill levy as well.
Do you want to talk about you want to get into the specific rate increases, Ken? So that people know, or you just want to let them figure it on their own?
Yeah, and plus it's in with the budget, right?
Yeah, it's all right.
Oh, we're good?
Yeah, and then that will be our mill levy too on there.
Yep.
That it stays, it's the same.
Right, it's the same.
That we're not raising
We're not
it, but
raising
we
mills.
still have to have it, so.
Yeah, okay.
Do you need a separate resolution on that, though?
That's what I'm wondering. We
No,
never did it
it's-
like this before, did we?
No, it's historically here, it's always been approved within the rate resolution.
Because I remember I voted no on one last year because we broke it out.
The rates? Mm-hmm. No, we've always done it in.
Yeah.
Okay,
just
okay,
word
that's
it.
fine. Grant, you good?
The question is it okay if you approve resolution 25-12?
Yeah, with rate increases that we do not have to disclose,
Well, we're
verbally, I mean, like right now?
I guess, not quite understanding the question. If there is changes within, if you want to go out and break them out, is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Or,
We're,
I mean,
we're increasing rates this year,
okay.
okay?
Not on everything.
Not right.
Okay.
Do you want that disclosed now during this motion, or do we just approve this resolution as is?
Well, that's up to council if you want to discuss it and point out.
Okay, but we're not out of compliance.
As long, I mean, the resolution is the resolution.
Gotcha.
If there's any type of rate change within the resolution, if council wants to point it out or discuss it further, that's up to council.
Okay.
It's council's purview. But I think if that's what's, not familiar with the rates per se, but if the council wishes to approve resolution 25-12 and approve it, I think it's well within your purview.
So everything, all rates, ones that change, ones that stay the same are all in the packet. They're the same that have been, that they were there during the public hearing, during all the public workshops. Nothing has changed since those times.
Did you give the motion or not?
I did not. I asked the question as Ricky started it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So are we summarizing what the changes are? Nope, we're just doing
It's totally up to you.
Well, and, I mean, if there are changes, I don't think you have to include that in the motion. If you guys want to discuss for discussion purposes, talk about it, that's
Yeah,
council's
I have nothing to discuss because we've discussed it in the meetings.
Yeah.
ad nauseam.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ready for a motion? I make a motion to approve resolution 2025-12, the general utility and service rate resolution for the fiscal year of 2025-26.
Support.
Mr. Moraro?
Yes.
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes.
Mrs. Brew?
Yes.
Mr. Kramer?
Yes.
Move on to mayor council comments. Ricky, did you have anything?
I just wanted to say that I'm really proud of the Norway High School boys baseball team for making it to the state semifinals.
I have nothing, thank you.
Jeff?
Yeah, since I wasn't clear earlier, very unhappy about the state mandate. Obviously, it's, once again, bureaucracy run amok. We're spending more money. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me that this passed. You said it passed 2 years ago?
November of '23.
All right, so for the record, in November of '23, look back and see who held both houses of the Senate and the Assembly in Michigan and the governor's office. Thank you.
I have nothing that's in point or whatever, if you want to post the increases in City Hall or whatever, you can do that. Otherwise, I have nothing. Do you have anything else?
I don't.
Did you have anything, Grant?
No, thank you, Madam Mayor.
All right. We'll be going into closed session after this, so we will come back into session, but we will not be voting on anything, so I need a motion to go into closed session.
Motion, we go into closed session.
Do Do I have a support?
Support?
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes.
Mrs. Drew?
Yes.
Mr. Kramer?
Yes.
Mr. Morales?
Yes.